Hello. So in the last two videos, we were discussing different classifiers for pluralization. So we did classifier CC to show kind of like a bouquet of flowers or a bunch of flowers, um, right? Many flowers. We don't want to say many flowers, we want to show you that. So, right, that was one bouquet, several bouquets, all of that. So classifier CC for many different flowers. In the second video, we talked about cars, and remember, no matter what, if you are going to show a car, you're going to use that 3 classifier. And we talked about how cars could be parked, so they could be in that kind of line, or maybe they're at a restaurant or going somewhere, and therefore they're lined up to go through the drive-thru or whatever. And so in this video, we're going to be talking about she has a stack of books. So we know our classifier that we're going to be aiming for is stack. So how can we show this classifier, right? So we know that that's going to be our classifier for this because we don't want to sign many, we don't want to sign anything else, we want to show that stack of books. So we have the girl, she has, she have, and book. Remember, gloss is completely void of meaning. That's why there's no plural on that books. So remember, we want to show the books. We want to show that there's many of them. We don't want to just sign many because if we have to pick between a sign or classifier is better. So we can't just use a classifier C because there's more than one book, right? You can't hold many books into one arm or into one hand unless it's, you know, really skinny. If you tried, they would probably just fall all over the ground. So books look like a B, right? They're flat. They're kind of that rectangular shape. That kind of looks like a rectangle. Pretty matches pretty well. So it kind of looks like a book. So, right, it's not one book, so it's many. It's a stack of books. So the girl has books and our classifier, stack. So maybe she has, several stacks of book and it's like on the desk. Or maybe she has one stack of book that she's carrying. So we can show the stack of books and then use another classifier to show that she's walking with those books. Maybe she's wobbling with the books because it's a large stack or the books are heavy. So we're going to use classifier BB, but specifically we're going to use the open B hand shape, right? And so what that means is that you just take your B hand shape and then take your thumb and open it up. Well, I guess you could do two Bs, but most of the time people will sign open B hand shapes for like stacks and stuff like that, or fives. So Bs or fives. You kind of see both, right? It doesn't really matter, but again, you want to show that stack of book. You want to show the many books. You don't want to do it like this. That's a lot of work to do it this way. So it's easier to kind of just go straight up. And again, you'll see that all the time. It looks like a stack of books. People have, agreed upon that. Now, you might be thinking, okay, well, classifiers, real life, so that's what they need to do. They kind of just need a match. And if you don't know the number, right? So really what we're trying to do with classifiers is try to replicate what does it look like in the real life and how can we create a handshake that kind of matches that to show.